Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to try to do a little video on what I'm working on right now. Working on this Buick out here. We built a turbo kit for it. It's got a 4.8 right now, LS, well, not really an LS, but a truck motor, LS based, that we built a turbo kit for. I bought the turbo and stuff, and I didn't get the plates for the oil and drain lines, so I'm just going to make them myself. What I got going on here is I got, holy cow, that light's glaring. I got a 1.5 by 1/2 inch piece of aluminum flat bar that I'm going to make them out of. I've got them, excuse my extremely messy garage. I got the gaskets here that I'm going to go by, but I measured out my holes spacing on each one and I've marked them on the plate here. Try to get that light out of there so it doesn't glare so bad, but so you can see I've got them center punched. Okay, I've got them, I got a center line marked on the plate and I've got my lines punched all the way down the center for all the different hole spacing. I'm on this my nice super fancy mill, which is completely worn out. It's got an old digital readout on it. I got that zeroed out right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill that first hole. I'm going to move down 3/4 of an inch to that one and that one. Drill those three out first, and then I'll just keep going on down the line. I'll figure out what my spacing is between that one. And go down, drill the holes first. Then probably what I'll do is I'll cut the plate in half and I'll trace the gasket. Well, before I do that, I'll drill all the holes to the sides. I'll tap this one for the feed line that's going to go on the top. Then I'll drill this one out and tap it for the drain line that's going to go in that one. Then I'll cut the plate in half and I'll trace the gasket, and I'll show you how I'm going to mill that out. I'm doing this on my phone, so hopefully when I get all these separate parts together I'll be able to edit it together into a video. So I'm going to try this out. So I'll start drilling these holes and I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. Alright, I got you guys set up on a little tripod here. I'm going to try to get some of this drilling and tapping. I've drilled my first hole for clearance for an 8mm bolt, which I just drilled at 5/16. I'm on the middle hole, which is going to be the feed hole for the oil. So I'll drill this one 25/64 or 21/64, I'm sorry, which is clearance for a 1/8 inch pipe tap, 1/8 inch 27 pipe tap. So I'll go in with the center drill first. I've moved down 3/4 of an inch or 750 thousandths. So let's start the hole here. I just go with the center drill first just to get it started. And then I'll go straight in with the tap size. It's aluminum. I'm not going to bother step drilling it because it's soft and it drills pretty easy. So here we go. This is that one. And normally I like to put a spring center in my chuck to help center the tap up, but I don't. My tap wrench doesn't have, or my taps even don't have a spot that I can fit my spring center into, so I'm just gonna, I'll bring the chuck down on it to help kind of hold it as best I can to get it started. Fairly straight, as long as it goes in there. I mean, it is a pipe thread, so I'll just put light pressure on the back of it with the quill until it's in there good. And I'll go ahead and finish it out. Normally I'd power tap stuff, but this is a pipe thread, so you really don't want to be power tapping that. I could wait and tap these later, but I figure it's all in here in the middle and held tight, so it's really probably going to be the best time to do it, rather than doing it after I cut everything out and it's hard to hold on to. I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to move down to my next hole and drill that one for clearance, and I'll show you that one real quick, and then I'll probably stop until I get a little further along. So I'm going to move down another 750 thousandths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $750, that would be 1.5 inches. Plus 30-ish. My screws on this mill are really worn out, so I have tons of backlash in this poor thing. I may not have center punched these just as they should be. That's looking good. Here we go. That one's my 5/16. I've never used this drill chuck before. It looks like it's got a little bit of run out in it. So there we go. I'm going to stop that there so I don't use up too much space, but I'm going to go down and drill the rest of them, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so this one here is the oil drain hole, and this one I need to tap out to a 1/2 inch pipe thread to fit the fitting that I'm going to use for the drain hose. So I am step drilling this one because I got to drill it out pretty big. The closest bit I got to the drill size is 11/16, so that should work because I have used that before to drill that pipe thread size. It's supposed to be, I don't even remember. Let me look at it. It's really odd. A 45/64, which I don't have, so I've gotten away with using this one before, so that's what I'm going to do. Right now I got a 1/2 inch bit in there to drill it, and then I'll throw the big bit in and drill it out. Give myself a little more room here. Alright, so I'll probably have to slow it down for this bit here. I think I'll just do that. That'll work there. There we go. Now I'll set up my tap and tap that hole out. I just figured I'd show you guys the different size that I was doing on that one. I'll be back. Alright, so I got my only tap wrench that I have big enough to put that tap in. It's a little bit probably overkill, but it's a Greenfield number 8. I've got the handles off it because those things are about 2 foot long a piece, and there's no way I'd be able to swing that in this mill here. So, you know, I don't know if anybody's seen A-Bomb 79 videos, but he does machining. He loves these Greenfield tap handles, so I was pretty excited to find this. It's not as big as the one he's got, but I'm pretty happy to have that. Just thought I'd show that real quick. I'll show you doing a little bit of tapping. I do have my spring center in this one. I can barely reach it down in there though because of how thick the tap handle is, but I'm glad this isn't steel because takes a lot of effort to drive these big pipe taps into a piece of steel. Even the aluminum is pretty hard, so would be nice to have those handles on there, but just thought I'd show you guys that. Alright guys, I got all my holes drilled and tapped. I just put the gaskets on and scribed a line around there. So what I think I'll do, I'll take it over to the bandsaw and I'm just going to rough cut around here as best I can. You know, I'm going to leave some meat. I'll probably take it over to the mill and just try to follow the line and mill those off, we'll see. And then I'll probably just do the radiuses with a belt sander to make them look as good as I can. I'm hoping all this footage that I'm taking, I'll be able to get it up on YouTube off my phone somehow and edit it all together to make this all to one video. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take it over the bandsaw and rough it out, and then I'll show you guys what my plan is. Alright, so what I did was I roughed them out in the bandsaw, and you can kind of see my lines and stuff there. Let me get this end mill out of the shot. So what I've done is, I know my lighting isn't great, I took a parallel and just lined it up on the top of the vise there, and then it's kind of hard to see, but I lined it up right on my scribe line, which is gonna, you know, put me in line on my line, so when I mill across it, it's gonna be straight with where I want my lines to be. So I'll do that all the way around. I'll just keep flipping it, and then I'll take it over to the belt sander and put the round ends on it. So I'm just gonna use it. I got a 3/4 inch indexable insert end mill Iscar, and these things are awesome. I love those things. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so here they are. I finished them up on the belt sander, did the radiuses there. I mean, they're not super precision, not as nice as if I would have set it on a rotary table and done those, but it was just quicker and easier. And I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot worse that other people have made, so I know I could have just bought these online, but I mean, they're like 45 bucks for a pair from On3 anyway, and I had the material and the machine, so I just figured I'd make my own, and I'm pretty happy with the way they come out. They fit right on there really good. I don't have bolts for them, but I just had these couple little pieces that I cut off some bolts that I screwed in there kind of as some studs. They fit the turbo nice, and they're gonna work great for what I need them to do. I thought about trying to set up and like cutting, like the ones you buy usually are cut, the center where it's threaded is raised up and the bolts are kind of recessed. I may do that. Either that or I may counterbore them for cap head bolts or something, just to kind of keep the bolts out of the way. But I mean, they'll work fine just as they are, as long as when I get everything on there I got clearance for everything. I'll probably just leave them as they are. Here, let's try fitting the oil drain side. It said that the first one fits really nice. The oil drain on these On3 turbos is, I mean, on all, probably all of these China turbos. This one here is a 76. And it's kind of like, I don't know, recessed back in, so it makes the oil drain really tight. And also depending on how you have it clocked too. But it does fit in there. Well, I said it would, but apparently with these studs on there it won't. Take that one out. There we go. Sits down on there and lines up really good. Fitting screws in there nice, so really happy with how those turned out. It didn't take me long. I mean, I guess I spent probably an hour or so making them up. I mean, it was a fun little project. Like I said, I could have bought them, but I had the stuff to do it, and we want to get this thing running as soon as possible rather than waiting for stuff to come in the mail. And it was fun little project to make those out. So thanks a lot for watching, guys.